Okay, so today's video is going to be about how to not be sad anymore. How to get over being depressed, how to just like get yourself to a better frequency. So for me, the first thing I usually do, because this is how I feel today, I'm just like, I don't really, and I hate to do this, I hate to do these kind of videos or like even be sad when I feel like I'm really blessed or whatever, but it's not true. We're all humans, we all have emotions, we all go through things, so it's a real thing. First thing I do is kind of just like write. I just like write out all my thoughts, like everything I'm thinking, and I think journaling is like the best therapy because you have all these thoughts in your head and they're just like running rampant, just all over the place. And you're trying to decipher this, and then you go on this tangent and you look at this, or you talk to this person, and it's just like, sometimes it's hard to get organized with all the thoughts that you have and get clear about how you actually feel. For me, I like to just write. And today I will admit that I did sit down in meditation a little bit, like, yeah, so that was just an example of me just taking, I don't know if that was just like even just a minute probably, of just slowing everything down, taking some deep breaths, and just like really trying to get into myself, become one with myself. And it helps, it really helps, because you know, your mind is running 1,000 miles a minute and you're stressed about this and uncertainty. So it just helps to just slow down, focus on breathing, you know, listen to the thoughts, whatever's coming through your mind or whatever, and just like be aware, be present. Don't like jump into them. Keep trying to bring yourself back to breathing and just relaxing yourself more and more and more until like you start to just feel light. That's what I do. So yeah, so I did a little bit of that and I just did it again for the video. So that usually helps me to come from an even clearer space when I didn't do my journaling. I call it ramblings. I have a doc that I just call ramblings, and it's just ramblings. Like personally, I keep this one doc going, and sometimes I put dates, sometimes I don't, and it's just really raw, unfiltered flow of communication from myself to myself, you know. And I'll go back and read it at different times, and it's really good. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it brings my spirits up because I'll go in it and I'll write about, you know, maybe me being depressed, but then other times I'll write in how happy I am, how great things are going, and like how I'm excited I am about certain things. And then when those things happen, like, so what happens is I go in and I write how I feel. Sometimes it's like shit, and then I just start to scroll up and I'll just like read I'll read other times where I felt like shit, and then I'll see how I got past it, because ultimately you're going to get past it if you just keep going. All you got to do is just stay alive, you know, and just keep taking, you know, the next best step, the next best step, the next best step, and you will find yourself getting to a really good place. So yeah, so I mean, I journal, and then I just read my journal, and it really helps me. That's like a first good step. But again, the journal, the main purpose of the journaling is to get really, really clear on your thoughts and your ideas and figure out what the fuck is going on. I've used this example before, but you know, when you're a child and they tell you, you know, don't put your hand on the stove, it's hot, it's gonna burn you, don't put your hand on the stove. And you do it anyway. And you're, pain. You learn like, okay, fuck, I shouldn't do that because that makes me feel bad. That hurts me. And it's the same thing with your feelings. Like, you have these feelings and you're down because it's trying to tell you something. Your body is physically trying to tell you something, you know, and it's trying to, so instead of just ignoring those feelings and like, you know, just getting high or getting drunk and like forgetting it, which, whatever, you should sit with yourself and those feelings and figure out what the fuck is going on. Like, how did I get here? How did I get from a happy person, a happy place, to just like down and out and depressed? And as you start to figure that out, then you can start to make some changes. Like, oh, okay, I was doing good, but then this person activated me or whatever, or like, I don't like the exchange I'm having with this, or this job, or like, you know, like I don't like, you know, I feel fear about this. And then you can just start to analyze the fears or analyze the problems and see how you can make changes to start to feel better. So No, that's kind of the point of the journaling, and just in general, I think with depressed feelings, like analyzing the feelings and figuring out what the fuck is going on, because your body is trying to tell you something. And I think I got that from this book on Fuck Yourself. But yeah, so the next thing I usually do is workout. Working out for me is the best thing ever, because not only does it just like give me all this like adrenaline and get my body pumping, and like I start to work up a sweat, I just start to feel good. I feel good about myself. I know that I look better. I feel better. I feel good. I feel like I did something good for my body. So I'll probably go for a run in a little bit, just because I personally really like that. I really like to run. It makes me feel better. I love music, so I can listen to all kind of music on my runs. So that's what I'm gonna do, because that is what I'm up to, is trying to make myself feel better more than anything. I'm more concerned about how I feel inside than how I look externally, because if I feel good inside, I feel like I'm gonna look good outside, versus like trying to create this outer shell but the inside is just fucked. Yeah. So those are two things. I also think I'm gonna get in a hot tub. We have a hot tub here in our building, and I'm gonna get in there and try to do some relaxing, you know, maybe get some rosé or something like that, and just chill the fuck out and listen to music and vibe out with myself. I'm already starting to feel better. Just to be clear, so that isn't a contradiction, as far as I know, I made the statement like, you know, you shouldn't just like smoke weed, get high, and get drunk and forget about the problems, because it's two different things, right? Like self-care, right? Like you want to take care of yourself, but you also need to analyze the problems. So like if you just escape, which is what, you know, getting high or drinking, all that is like, or just sex sometimes, or just trips, like some of that is just escapism. But you have to deal with the problem and figure out like what's wrong, because if you don't do that, then the problems will just resurface at some later time and they'll keep fucking with you. So for me, it's like I deal with and analyze the problems and get to a good place with them. And then from there, I take care of myself, you know, and try to make myself feel better and get myself on a better frequency. Another big thing is not being a victim. Because I also mentioned early on, like, you know, if it's a person that, you know, activates you or whatever, one, like, you have to realize that, like, no one can make you feel anything. No one can make you angry. No one can make you sad. I mean, no one can make you happy. Like, everything is your own choice. Like, you get to choose your reactions to things. And if people know you well, they can pretty much guess how you're going to react to certain things and press your buttons. But you have to be aware that you have the power to choose your reaction to any and everything that happens. It's a fact. Yeah, so yeah, if you're having a bad exchange with someone, they didn't make you sad. You chose to put your happiness in their hands, and you chose a reaction of being sad as a result of their actions. So you just have to analyze the situation. Like, okay, is this person, like, is my interaction with this person, is it outweighing, is the good outweighing the bad? And if it's not, then you need to try to make
31st of October 2020.
Yo, these like devices, man, like I didn't even say anything to you. Like I just been like talking. But yeah, so you need to make sure that, like, you know, the situations, like the good is outweighing the bad, or just whatever. Like, you know, you just need to analyze everything that's happening and go from there and realize, and this is very sobering too. Like, and I read this in this book. It's called Life Visioning by Michael Bernard Beckwith. I'll put it here, and I'll also link it in the bio. And like that book, it got me out of like some really bad depressions. And I have a friend that gave it to me. Thank you. Like I listen to the audiobook like a lot, like, you know, sometimes, because he's also like kind of like a pastor, but it's very kind of just like, you know, new thought and helping you take control of your life and realizing that you create your existing reality by the choices that you make. So, you know, once you realize that, like, you know, and it's in a lot of ways, it's kind of sobering. Like, you know, yes, you did get yourself where you are if you're in a bad situation by making bad choices, but, you know, maybe you weren't conscious. And that's part of like the meditation and just being aware of the decisions that you're making, the reactions that you're choosing, and everything, and realizing that you have the power to create your life the way you want, and then taking those steps. But when you move through like unconsciously just doing things and like reacting to whatever life throws at you. If someone has an attitude and you get back, like, you can't blame other people for that. That's you. You're choosing to be unconscious. Like, if someone has a problem with me, that's them. Like, I'm good, so that book gave me a lot of power, and just realizing that I'm not a victim and that I can continue to make new choices and create my life and create the life that I want. And I think once you realize that, any situation where you're down and out, you can just kind of get, realize that no one's doing anything to you. Like, life isn't happening to you. Life is happening for you. Everything is a lesson. You're growing. Like, you're growing and growing, and when you're no longer growing, you're dying, just like a plant. So it's just like, whatever's happening, like, life is trying to teach you something or tell you something so that you can evolve and continue to grow. But some people just kind of hold on to the way things are, and they go through it. Even today, like, I don't want to get too personal into my business, but yeah, I'm thinking about like why I feel certain ways about things and what needs to be done. And sometimes it's like I just need to work. I just like nigga, you got work to do. And so that's part of me even turning this camera on and making this video. It's like, all right, like, let me just like do something productive with my time, like something towards my goal, so that I feel better about things, and just let me just keep like addressing all the things that I know are going to make me happy, or where I am sad, where I feel like I'm lacking in those departments. Let me just make sure I analyze those things and try to fix them. So hopefully this was helpful. All right, so I've also decided to treat myself to lobster. I love lobster, and I was just like, I've been craving like a lobster roll for the longest. So I ordered a lobster roll and lobster mac and cheese and tater tots, heavy carbs, but this looks delicious. Like, come on, like, I needed it, and I'm already happy. Like, I'm already happy. Okay, so I finished my vlog for today, and that definitely gave me like a nice sense of accomplishment. Like, all right, got some shit done. I had my lobster roll, that was nice. The mac and cheese was fire, I ate the whole thing. Go for a run, but it's already 5, and like, 1.5 miles in. Okay, went for the run. Hot tub is happening now. Got the rosé. Alright, so I was originally going to answer some comments and stuff since I'm in the hot tub, but I'm gonna chill out for a minute, drink my rosé, listen to some music, and then I'll come back to the questions a little later, because, yeah. How y'all feeling, man? How's your, what is this, Wednesday?
These songs too, some of them.
Sitting here listening to Lauryn Hill.
Titles yet. So, yeah.
Yeah, I get anxiety sometimes about like looking at the comments on the videos and all that stuff, because, I don't know, it's just like, I'll be sharing so much of myself just to put it out there for the world, basically. Okay, I think I saw my favorite vlog, but I don't think I responded to anything, but I'll just look. The one I want to see is the Insecure, because I sang on there, and like, I know I can't sing, but whatever. I'll put it out there. Yes, my parents know about me, and they're okay with it, but they weren't originally, but you gotta have that conversation. By the way, are we sleeping on Wade? Alan Marcus, Tiffany's husband, baby daddy, fine. He is fine, I agree. It reminds me of how we used to watch movies as daters. You should be an actor. I'll watch you on a TV show. Thank you. That's my goal. Secretly, I really want to be a movie star. I mean, it's not even a secret. Like, you should watch the TV show called Mom with Anna Faris. Hello? Y'all are awesome. Thanks. Just remember to promote a positive image for us, African American gay males, because your image is going worldwide. Don't have so much love, my brother. Thank you, bro. I hope a failure. Seen so many YouTubers with very ambitious plans. When they can't do it, they end up feeling bad about it. You never know what tomorrow brings. Maybe something happens that prevents you from recording. Also, it's important to take some time off regularly, give yourself time to recharge the battery, so to speak. I think I have many with me when I say we appreciate quality over quantity any day. I believe you need to take care of yourself. Yeah, and I think it's, you know how some people are complaining that some of my vlogs like have not much content. Like I do that. Some days I'm taking it to myself and I'm not like going really hard. Those are recharge days. And that was what this was, like me just taking a day for myself and hitting y'all with some old footage. Not even old, just like 2 days back. But you know, I'm doing what I can do and not doing more. You know, like I'm definitely doing what I can do. And I'm feeling good about it, and I hear y'all on quality over quantity, but I do need to keep posting every day for myself because it's making me better at it, and I'm enjoying it, and I feel like dedicated to it, you know. So, you know, sorry if it is a lot more quantity when it could be more quality, but just bear with me. Later on, it will just be only quality, it won't be quantity. But right now, I'm trying to grow and learn this platform. You really just throw in 2 camera angles. Now you just flex. I'm about to take off with the edits. Watch. Yo, thank you, bro. I feel like people don't be peeping like the editing. Sometimes it's like I'm just doing stuff because I want to be creative, you know, with the videos. So it's a lot of fun. Okay, all right. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Hope y'all having a good night, man. Self love, self care.